Hello students, I am Ritu Sharma from TRMPS. Today I will discuss first chapter of 10th class subject English. So the name of the chapter is A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes. First of all, I would like to tell something about the author of the story. The author of the story is G.L. Fuentes. He was born in Canary on 11 July 1897. First of all, he went to see ocean with his father, and he worked at the age of 11 as the cargo boy in the ships, and as a worker on the cargo ships he went to many parts of South America and Spanish, and finally at the age of 22 he permanently migrated in Cuba, and in 2002 at the age of 105 he died from cancer. He was continuous cigar smoker. Now this is the brief description of author. Now I come to the story. First of all, I would like to tell you the key points, the keywords, so that you may remember the story easily. So the story is revolving around a farmer whose name was Lencho. So Lencho was the main character in this story. So first word is Lencho. Second, I would like to write the rain. He was farmer and he was expecting that this year his crop will be very good. For that crop he wanted rain. So rain came, but along with the rain, hailstorms also came. Hailstones also came and destroyed his crops. So he had faith in God, and he wrote a letter to God to demand help, and he demanded from God 100 pesos. 100 pesos. Pesos is the currency. Pesos is the currency of Latin America. So he was helped by someone, but he got only 70 pesos, and he became dissatisfied and angry by getting that 70 pesos. So again he wrote a letter to God because he had deep faith in God. So again he wrote a letter to God, and they told him that he had gotten only 70 pesos. Please God, send me rest of the pesos, and this time don't send these pesos by the mail office. So he complained to the God that the employees of post office were not fair. They have taken the rest of the pesos out of 100. So please send me those pesos directly. This is the story. Short story. Now I would like to tell you the story on the basis of the points. So first of all, I would like the first point. First point is Lencho, a farmer. Lencho was a farmer. He was expected that this year his crop will be very good, but for this reason he was very much needed. He was very much needed of rain. So he was praying to God for the rain, and during meal the rain was started, and he became very happy and he went out to feel the rain. Second point is Lencho lived on the crest of the hill. Crest means top. Lencho lived on the crest of the hill. From there he could see his ripe cornfield easily and the flowers over the plants. So when the rain came, he went out to feel the raindrops out of the house by finishing his meal quickly. So the second point is silver coins. Lencho became very happy when the rain started, and he compares the rain with the silver coins, silver cents. He said that small drops of water, small drops of rain were like the 5 cents, and big drops of water were like the 10 cents. Cents, currency. Cents means currency. Cent is also currency. So he compares the raindrops with the valuable things, currency, because rain was very much important for his crop, for his field. That's why he compares the rain with the precious thing, currency. So next point is raining of hailstorms. Hailstones. So after the rain, hailstones also came, and along with the rains, hailstones also came, and they came in a heavy form. It fell at least 1 hour and destroyed the crop of Lencho, so that Lencho became very upset to see the condition of this, because nothing was remained after the hailstorm. And he said to his son that this year we will die out of hunger due to starvation, because nothing has left. And he compared the hailstones with the plague of locust. Plague of locust, hailstone is the pieces of hailstones, pieces of snow, and plague of locust is destruction of an insect which destroy the crop. So he compares hailstones with the plague of locust. I think you have understood the meaning of locust. At present also in India, the spreading of locust is there. It has come up to Delhi. Maybe it may divert it to UP or towards the Haryana. So these are the insects which can spoil the crops. So they are very harmful. Now you can understand easily the plague of locust. So he compares the plague of locust with the hailstones. Even hailstone did not leave much more as the plague of locust can leave. यहाँ तक कि उन लोगों ने जो hailstones थे, ओले थे, उन्होंने इतना भी नहीं छोड़ा था जितना कि plague of locust छोड़ जाता है. So he said, we will die of hunger this year. So next point is, I think all of you have, these points are clear to all of you. Now I come to next point. Single hope help from God. Now, Lencho had a deep faith in God. He always think that God helps everyone fairly without any difference. So he decided to write a letter to God. So following Sunday, he wrote a letter to God and demanded 100 pesos. As I have told you the meaning of pesos. Pesos, American currency, Latin American currency is pesos. So he demanded 100 pesos for sowing the seeds again in his field and for leading his life until the next crop grew. I think now, students, I come to the next point. The point is strange address. Lencho wrote, as I have told you in the previous point, that Lencho wrote a letter to God and he demanded 100 pesos for sowing his field and for living his life until the next crop grew. So he wrote the address on the envelope of that letter. That address was to God. That was very strange. When one of the postmen took out the post from the mailbox, he saw that letter and he became very much surprised to see that letter. What type of letter is this? Who has written this letter to God directly? Who wants to have correspondence with the God directly? It was really surprising. First of all, he started laughing, and then he took that, because this letter was really special and strange, he took that letter to his boss, the postmaster. When postmaster saw that letter, he laughed heartily, but soon after he became serious and opened the letter and read it, and then he came to know that the man who has written this letter has a deep faith in God. So he decided to answer the letter and to help the Lencho. So next point is help from. Now come to the next point, help from postmaster. So after reading the letter, postmaster decided to help Lencho, and he started collecting money from the post office employees, from his friends, and from his own self. He also donated some part of his salary, but he could collect only 70 pesos, and he put that 70 pesos in the envelope, and along with that letter, he wrote, along with the money, he wrote a letter also. In that letter, only one word was written. The word was God. And he posted that letter in the mailbox by placing a stamp on it, and on the envelope, he wrote to Lencho. And as usual, Lencho came for confirming his answer from the God in the form of letter. So next point is complaint. Complaint against post office employees. Now he complained against post office employees. When he opened the letter, he was very much happy when he found that letter from God, because he was firm faith in God that God will answer him in the form of money. So he was not least surprised to see that letter, and he opened the letter. But when he opened that letter, his happiness was short-lived and converted into anger when he saw the currency, when he saw the pesos, because that envelope contained only 70 pesos instead of 100 pesos. So he became angry and he decided to write again a letter to God to complain that I have demanded 100 pesos while I have gotten only 70 pesos. So he took pen and paper from the post office and sat down on the public table and wrote a letter again to God and posted it into the mailbox. After going of Lencho, postmaster opened the mailbox and took out that letter, as he was very much curious and eager to know the answer of Lencho. How did he thank to God for his help? But when he opened that letter, he found the situation reversed. In place of thank, he complained to God that, "Oh God, I have demanded 100 pesos while you have sent only 70 pesos. I know that you have sent 100 pesos while these employees of post office are not fair, and maybe they have taken rest of the pesos because I have gotten only 70 pesos, and maybe they have taken rest of the pesos out of 100 pesos. So next time please send me the rest of the pesos directly, not from the mail, because all these employees of post office are a bunch of crooks." What is bunch of crooks? Bunch of crooks a group of cheaters. Bunch of group is a group of cheaters. These are two terms are very important. A plague of locusts and bunch of crooks. I have made it clear both the terms. So I think three things are very important which shows this lesson. First is firm faith of Lencho in God. Secondly, he was very innocent. And third, this lesson gives a message: whether you have done a work of generosity, maybe you may not be credited to that work of generosity, but God will see your work of generosity, and one should do that work of generosity and kindness. This is the message of the lesson. Now I come to the character sketch. Here are two important character sketch. First is Lencho and second is postmaster. So main points I would like to discuss of the Lencho's character. So first point is man of limited means. Lencho was a man of limited means. He was not rich. He was dependent on his farming to brought up his family. So he was not having so much money, and limited source he was having. And second was he was dependent, totally dependent for his earning on the crop. Dependency Lencho was totally dependent on the farming. He was a farmer and he earned his living by farming in his field and lead a life peacefully. He was lonely living on the hillside. No one was there, and he has limited means of living. Third is lonely. He lived on the hill of top of the hill, lonely, no one was there, and no one his friend. He was totally friendless, unfriendly. Next is faith in God. Lencho had deep faith in God, so that he demanded help from God, not from the man. He wrote a letter to God for helping him when his crop was destroyed. So he had faith, and one line from the text you can quote that he can see even the unconscious things which are deep in the mind of the human things. He knows everything. These lines have been given in the text, so you can quote that. Next point is he was very innocent. Lencho was very innocent, so that he wrote letter to God. He did not know that only the address to God will not be able to send the letter to God, and worldly things cannot be reached to God. Even then he wrote letter to God and had faith that God will definitely help him. And next is hard working. Lencho was very much hard working. He did work in his fields from morning till evening continuously, and there was a line in the text that he was a man of ox. So he worked like ox. He did the hard work like ox in his fields. That shows that he was very hard working. And next point is uneducated. While Lencho was uneducated, even then he knows how to write. Only he knew how to write, so that he wrote letter to God. It means, it shows that he knew how to write. Okay, I think this character sketch will be clear to you. But in this chapter there is an irony also. While the post office employees helped Lencho, even then he abused them by saying that they are the bunch of crooks. This is the irony, and this is very important question. It can be asked in board. What is the irony in the letter to God? Okay, I think this character sketch will be clear to you. Now I would like to make it clear the character sketch of postmaster. So the first point is he believes in goodness of man. Postmaster believes in the goodness of the human behavior and conduct. As he read the letter, he came to understand that Lencho must be a very innocent and clear-hearted person, so he decided to help him. Second is helpful. He was very much helpful. When he saw the letter, first of all, he laughed heartily, but soon after he became serious and understood the feeling of the writer and decided to help him. And he contributed money of his own salary, and he collected the money from his post office employees and from his friends also, and posted that money to the writer. Who was writer? Lencho. So the next is sensitive. Postmaster was very much sensitive. When he read the letter, he understood the feelings of Lencho and came to know his hardships, so that to help an innocent person, he quickly became ready to help him by money. He came to know by reading the letter that only to give the answer was not sufficient. Merely to give the answer of that letter, which has been written to God, will not be sufficient. The help of the money was also mandatory for him. Next is intelligent. He was quite intelligent also. When he read the letter, he did not collect whole money from himself. He collected that money. He knew that he would not be able to give whole money by himself, so he collected money from his employees and from his friends, and rest of the part he contributed. Next is he did not want to shake the faith of Lencho in God. So next point is, which is showing his generosity, his kindness, that he did not want to shake the faith, to move the faith of Lencho in God. That's why he held him by the money. So he did that work out of generosity, and he was very generous and kind. Next is he was generous and kind also. He helped Lencho out of generosity and kindness, and he did not want to get any type of credit from his help. So silently he put the money in the envelope and posted it into the mailbox, so that Lencho could take that easily without knowing that who had kept that money in that envelope. And Lencho never came to know that who had helped him. I think this character sketch will be clear to you. Thank you.